Hi guys, it's Terry from the PGSC here, and I'm here to bring you an alternative deck profile for the Crusadia Prank-kids Dogmatica concept we bought in last week. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link in the description below and a card somewhere here, hopefully. I do recommend you go and watch it, as I give a bit more detailed reasoning on the sort of ratios I play and my reasoning behind certain cards. But just to get into this profile, I'll just start off with the Prank-kids line, which hasn't changed, which is 2 Fansies, 1 Dropsies, and 1 Lampsies, 1 Roxy's, 2 Place, 1 Pranks, 1 for 1, and 1 Terraforming. The Prank Kids package sort of like is around 25% of the deck, which is okay for me. And we effectively play the 9 Prank Kids with the 5 actual monsters, 2 Place, 1 for 1, and Terraforming to make it so that it's likely that we'd see Prank Kid in our open hand. I believe the like chances roughly like between 69 to 74%, which I find ideal. We then move on to our Crusaders. Once again, hasn't really changed. We play 3 of all of them, so 3 Arborea, 3 Lucia, 3 Legionis, 3 Draco, and 3 Maximus. You just want to see Crusaders. They're a very key part of the deck, either to start your plays if you don't see a Prank Kid, or as just extenders to help you get through your combo. Different to the Dogmatic profile, we're actually playing the Crusadia Crawler, which is a bit of a mainstay in regular Crusadia going first decks. In this deck, and in most raids, it's useful for 2 reasons. One, it is a searchable trap that gets you to a fall for your turn 2, being the War Legacy Succession, but it's also a searchable trap which helps you play around things like Dark Ruler and Forbidden Droplets with Equimax. So I thought that would be very useful to put back into the deck, especially because we no longer have the Schism to sort of act as our way to play around Dark Ruler and cards of that nature. We still have our small dragon package of the Phalanx to help, as a little extent to go to, the balance against the Phalanx, and the Brotar, which is part of the Guard Dragon combo we play in the deck. But as we move on to the main star of the show, the card we sort of try to replace all the other stuff for Dogmatic aside from, we have the Elemental Grace Doriado. Now, I imagine not many people have actually seen or heard of this card or even know what she does, but we'll go through that right now, in fact. So she can't be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned by the hand by having 6 or more monsters with different attributes in the graveyard. He gains attack and defense equals the number of different attributes in the graveyard times 500. And when your opponent would special summon a monster / monsters, I guess, quick effects, you can banish the monster from the graveyard and negate the summon if you destroy that monsters. So her last effect is really cool. I mean, just having a non-hard once per turn special summon negation is really good, and I imagine this format there are some useful, applications or some matchups where that would be absolute game ending. And I imagine the barrier for most people would be like, well, how are you summoning her? Like her summoning condition seems a bit awkward by having 6 or more monsters with different attributes in the graveyard. But through playing the Prank Kids, which we covers at least 4 of our attribute bases already, plus the Guard Dragons and the sort of either the Crusadia extra deck monsters themselves or Celine, we managed to get all 6 in the graveyard throughout the combo, meaning you can just drop her on the board at the end to have a bit more, interruption. Is it as powerful as the Dogmatica engine? Most likely not, but it's something interesting to try out, and hopefully in some of the gameplay videos we'll bring to you, you'll see where she comes up. But also an interesting note is that her summoning condition and her attack gain are based on the graveyards, not just your own. So sometimes it's been very useful if my opponent has hand trapped me actually, because sometimes I've been missing an attribute, they interrupt me, but sometimes we can just, play her from our hand just because they've given us the X-Bolas like attribute we needed. And then the sort of last engine piece of the deck is the Thunder Dragon Fusion, which is just here to send up Vertate, some of the Battle Butler, and if you hard draw, it's fine, it doesn't have any restrictions like Red Eyes Fusion does. I'm actually considering playing 2 just because you play the Pranks, which shuffles back your Prank Kids extra deck monsters, or can do. So just having a second copy just to hopefully draw into and play just to drop Battle Butler again can be very crucial in more grindy matchups. That'll probably require further testing. So we then have for like some of our extenders, we have the 2 Ryu and the Gigabyte. The 2 Ryu is just here for the Guard Dragon combo. You want it's a free dragon special summon pretty much half the time. And Gigabyte is here just as like another extender just because you control spellcaster, you can special summon it similar to Ryu. Its attribute is quite nice because it just feels like we have quite a few earths and winds, and like I think the things we're typically lacking on our side is normally water and fire. So we just thought having 1 copy can help increase the odds of seeing it. Also, these 2 have a neat little thing if you ever have them where they can loop each other. So if your Jigabug is thrown up by the card effect, you can special summon your Randu from the deck. And your Randu can just summon Jigabug from the graveyard, and it just helps you stall out in certain games, which is quite nice. Then the last monster of the deck is actually two Effect Veiler. One, it's a hand trap. It's not the most ideal hand trap this format I know, but it's better than nothing. But two, we also have implemented the Hulk combo into it, Hulk Celine combo. So it's just nice to be able to get to Celine off of that in case we don't open the Prank-kids or we have to change our play slightly. So it's just nice to have those in. And the last cards are just the Royal Elixir Successions, two of one to please see during the combo, and one to search off of the crawler. The Monster Reborn because again it's just a free extender, and the Cold Buy to help mitigate against hand traps, and that's the main deck. As for the extract, not much has really changed, but since we've dropped the Dogmatic aside, we have like maybe 2 or 3 spare slots than we would have before. So we'll just go through it really quickly. So we have the one Meow Meow, the one Doodle, and the one Battle Butler. That's for the standard. I believe now we have the 2 Magius, so the one don't, because Magius is just the Crusader you're always going to want to start off with to start link climbing, so playing 2 just feels natural. We also have the Regilex in here, which is now search the crawler, and I actually really missed having Regilex in the Crusadia deck because it was just hard to bridge the gap when you need to link up into Equimax if you couldn't go one Magius into a Crusadia Link 2 into Equimax. So it's nice to have them, and we have our Equimax here, your OTK boy, and also your negation that you'll end on in the combo. We also have the LP, Pisty, and Ron. This is part of the Guard Dragon combo. That hasn't changed. We changed the Link Spider, the Link Spider out for the Linkuriboh, just because we played quite a few level 1s in here, so it made more sense for me. So if I did brick, say if I drew the Brotor or an Effect Veiler and nothing else, but I can still sort of combo if I just have the Link Arrow, I thought it'd be quite useful. We do play the Hulk here just because it's pretty easily made just by opening a Crusadia and something special into Magi's Zone, and it can help get us to the Celine just to further our combo. We have the Virtue Anaconda, again for, as previously mentioned, for the sending Thunder Dragon Fusion, Celine just as our, Link 3 of choice to help with the combo. And I chose to play Saryuja because it actually killed me, genuinely killed me not to play Saryuja in a Crusadia Guard Dragon-esque deck. I just feel it's quite nice to be able to just cycle through, because on certain occasions, especially when you don't see your Prank-kids going first, your ending board can be quite underwhelming. So just being able to hopefully dig into Saryuja, especially summon a Prank-kid and carry on that way just to get the Battle Butler on board, I feel it is very, very useful. You can feel free to change this. Obviously, it can be things like access code and other utility like links such as Unicorn or Phoenix, but I personally prefer the Saryuja. So this is the deck profile. We'll just go into the combo just to show you how we get to the Doriado and thing. Okay, so I'll just show you the combo. Well, again, so it doesn't really change that much from the Dogmatica 1 bar 2 points, so we'll just sort of try to quickly go through it. So you normally summon your Prank-kid, click normal, go for the Meow Meow, get summon your other Prank-kid, go for the Doodle, summoning, getting the pranks, and then summoning out your last one, making sure that at least you have the Lampsies, Dropsies, and Fansies in circulation somehow, whether all 3 in your grave or one's on your board. You then special summon Crusadia to Doodle Zone, trigger the Doodle to add back 2 Prank-kids. Turn the Crusadia, turn the Crusadia into the Magius. Pranks, discard special summon the token, turn the token into the Linkuriboh, activate Magius, add Draco, Link 2 into Regilex. So we go for Regilex here instead of just going straight into our Celine just to get the Crusadia Crawler. And in this case, that's why you kind of ideally want your extra card / extender in hand to be a Crusadia, or at least a Dragon or a Spellcaster. Most likely it's going to be a Crusadia, because you need to turn your Crusadia into the second Magius so you can go into your Celine, as you'll see. So special summon, get Crawler, Go for Magius, Regulus, and Magius into Celine. Special summon Draco. In this case, Draco will add back the Magius. Go for the Guard Dragon combo. Special summon Bowtie. Bowtie targets Celine. Spreading other Prank-kids to add Doriado to your hand. Again, just a deviation because normally we added Maximus in the other one. And then pretty much from here, we'll just fast forward through it because it's the same as the other combo. Get your package. Go for Equimax, go for Verte, special summon Doriado, send out a Dragon Fusion, special summon out the Barrel Butler, and set your crawler, ending yourself with an Omni Negate, 2 Regeki effects, and a non-hard once per turn special summon negation. So as you can see, the combo is still fairly similar throughout, and it ends on still a formidable board, but just not quite as much of a lockout. But I do prefer this version only because it allows a bit more flexibility in the main deck because I don't have to play as many Dogmaticas and Shaddoll Schism, and that frees up space in the extra deck as well to play the Winter out Cologne or the Titanic Clad. So that's it for the video, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this version. Please let me know what you think down below. Share if you think someone would enjoy this. I'll try to get out a dual video including this deck. I know I promised that for the other one. That one's coming soon as well. And yeah, so thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Shh, not a zombie channel.